How's everybody doing today? It's Jeff here with Skull Rock Farms. I'm working out here on getting some more pasture cut for the goats, and I was just going to show everybody what's going on and a little bit of our progress. So I'll get this camera flipped around, and so here's what we've got going so far. You can see the goats there in the corner post for the existing pasture, and I've just cleared a line. See a couple stumps there. I'm not treating any of these stumps. These are all live. You can see a lot of little saplings here. This is just all poplar and kind of junk timber. So I'm cutting those stumps, and this spring they will resprout with just a bunch of new shoots, and that'll be a lot of really good fresh browse for the goats. It actually increases the mineral load of the leaves themselves, so it makes it higher quality. But you can see we've cut a lot. I'll go up the hill here a little ways. I just connected our existing fence. Sorry if I'm swinging everybody around, but I connected that to an old logging road that we had on the property. So that makes for a pretty good fence row on this hill. And I've still got some stuff to clear out to make it real nice, but there was a lot of overhanging. I've got a lot of vines growing in here. So there was a lot of overhead stuff that I had to clear, and I brought down this mid-sized hemlock. These hemlocks are really good browse, and with it on the ground, it's going to dramatically increase the amount of sunlight. You can see there's a hole in the canopy there and some more hemlock that I would like to get rid of at some point. But really, it's just about getting sunlight to the ground, and that will increase the amount of food that's available for the goats to reach. All these little saplings that you can see that are still standing, the goats will chew the bark off of them. You can see some of them here. They'll chew the bark and basically girdle and kill these trees. So they will essentially help themselves. And there's another hemlock that I just took down, really just trying to get more sunlight. And then I've got to clean this out yet, clear the logging road. It continues on up this hillside here and back. The house is right over there, so we're eventually going to wrap all this around the house. But for now, I'm just trying to get a section right here done to cut back down to the building, just so that we can get them some extra browse and hopefully start feeding less hay. We're trying to save money on that this year. So the more of this I can get cut and cleared, and they'll help as I can get fence done. So the biggest thing is just getting the perimeter, and I might cut, like I said, I'll cut the hemlock that I can safely, just to get them on the ground for the goats to eat right away, and also really increase the sunlight, because if we can get more sun to the house, that'll help the quail, that'll help the rabbits. So it all ties in. One project is hopefully helping several different areas. But I'll get back to work and try and get this fence line ready to go so we can get electric in here and get these goats some more room. We'll talk to everybody later. Okay guys, I want to show you one more thing that I did before I put the saw up and call it a day with this. But we had a real nice oak tree here, you can see, that's still got a hemlock and a maple tree that are just banging into the canopy on it. I cut a couple trees off this side that will release this side of it, at least get it some help there. But these other trees are just tangled up, and I didn't really feel like trying to cut everything out to get to them, so I went ahead and double girdled them. And really what that is, you're just, cutting two lines, cutting through the bark and killing the tree at the base that way. I could spray them with herbicide, but I mean, if that maple grows new shoots out of the bottom, that's going to be more browse anyway, so I'm not worried about killing the roots necessarily. But it'll kill the top of the tree, and that'll release that oak and allow it to, be a healthier tree that's going to produce acorns and forage and be a good shade tree in the summertime too. And we cut a few more up here. I girdled a couple more trees that were just kind of tangled up that needed to get out of here, and hopefully that'll start really improving the health of the forest, because I don't want to have a lot of trees falling on our fence once we get it up. As for the fence line, I did get it cleared today. We've still got to get the electric and get it strung, and I've got an old chicken coop down there that we're going to convert for a shelter so that the goats can get in and out of the weather once they're in that section. So once we get that up and running, we'll show that to you guys too. But for now, everybody have a good day.